Good afternoon. I'm Martha Amram. I'm CEO and founder of WattzOn. We help consumers save energy in their home and in their personal use. And we often think of saving energy in the home as something kind of small, like putting on sweaters, changing a light bulb, but it's actually very big. And that's what we see here in these numbers. Huge number of homes and a very big energy bill nationwide. For single-family homes, we typically spend about $2,000 to $4,000 a year on our energy bill, and about half of that is wasted. That's in inefficient heating and cooling system, leaks from our homes, old fridges, huge plasma TVs, things like that. And so the answer to this is home improvement, which is also a very big set of numbers. And that $260 billion, that's in a down year for the industry. And so what we see here are contractors in this industry constantly searching for customers. And at the same time, customers spending a huge amount of time trying to find qualified and vetted contractors. And there's a shift going on at the same time. Green home improvement is replacing standardized products. It's expected to be about 1/5 of the whole industry by 2014. And consumers in market research, and when we interact with consumers, they consistently ask for green products and energy-saving products. And we see contractors who are trained up and ready to go, and they can't find them. So we've got a really big industry, disruptive kind of force, huge inefficiencies in finding each other, and here's our solution. We have a platform. It's consumer-facing. It's free to consumers. It's a suite of tools that help them figure out what's going on and connect them up to ideas and products and solutions. When they're ready to move forward, we connect them with businesses, products, contractors, consumer financing partners, and those businesses pay us a fee. So this is a platform that's personalized. And as an example, we built a rebate database, covers all the utilities, state, federal, local, nationwide. And by zip code, we can tell you all your rebates. So we can build that back into our recommendations and give you personalized recommendations that are net of incentives. This platform attracts business partners such as online real estate, consumer financing, and so on. And I'm pleased to announce today that we've been selected by a show series, on PBS called Earth, the Operator's Manual. And we'll be their supporting partner in engaging their viewers in energy savings. We're also launching today our mobile version, which you can have access to at m.watzon.com. The backstory of how we came to be WattzOn showcases our team. So we were originally Innovations, my partner and I, Stephen Ashby here in the front row, Chief Product and Marketing Officer. And we have joined forces with WattzOn. And they started earlier on. They've been named the best consumer idea by Businessweek in 2008, a very intelligent website, scientifically rigorous, connecting with consumers. Meanwhile, we did hundreds of home energy audits. We've mounted programs for cities. We've worked on a military base. We have that real-world experience of how to interact with consumers, and then we pushed it out to our web offering. Our product features include, sorry, the slide didn't build. Sorry. Our team, as you can see, includes years of experience at Microsoft, Twitter. I've been at the Milken Institute. I sold my company to Navigant Consulting. And I'm very pleased to say that many of us were from MIT. We have 3 PhDs and a couple of master's degrees. On our board, we have Christine Irvin, who is Assistant Secretary of the Department of Energy and a first president of U.S. Green Building Council. Our product features include this entire suite, and they answer the kind of questions that consumers have. For example, should I go solar? How do I compare to other homes? What's the best solution for me? And we have experimented with a rewards program, and we'll be rolling more out this summer. We offer statements and alerts, and we connect with proprietary technology to your local utility. These are the ones that we'll be serving as we push out to production this month. And what happens is we have an automated connection. We download your usage history, and this allows us to personalize and pattern identify the issues, as well as send out easy-on-the-eye monthly statements thereafter. This represents 40 million households across the U.S., and we'll be finishing this expansion over the course of this calendar year. We also have apps and web services. You can see one of our widgets. My favorite is at metrohippie.com, and this allows blogs, platforms, companies to integrate back into us. They don't capture all of our features yet. We'll be building these out as we move along. So as you see, we've built out quite a bit on our platform, and we'll continue to do so. This is the registered households that we have. Since we push out every 3 to 4 weeks, you can see that we're attracting more and more users. It does not include the 40,000 registered users that have come to us as we've joined forces with WattzOn. In sum, we have an early market. We've acquired, we've engaged consumers. We're working on monetization. And from all that experience, we have a reasonable sense of where the revenue projections can go. And notice it's coming from a few key products: solar, heating and cooling, and windows. There's other things as well, but from a very few products, we find that we're operating in a very big market, and we have a way to engage consumers. So that's WattzOn. We help homeowners save energy. Thanks.
So at the base of it, you look like basically a lead generation company.
We are a lead generation company.
So have you looked at what your cost per acquisition for a user to actually, versus kind of how much you would get for that lead?
Yes.
So for example, you're showing like a 10 times jump between 2012 and 2013. How does that happen? All of a sudden you have 10 times more leads, or you enter a new sector where they pay you more for the leads?
It's a little bit of both. The product mix has to be, the home improvement side of the market has been much more down, and solar is actually small numbers. So the mix would be changing over time. But
so in that specific graph, what is it in 2013 that's allowing you to get that much more revenue for lead gen?
More solar.
Okay.
Likely to be more solar.
And what is the percentage of the project cost that they are willing to pay for leads?
Right now, our market surveys show that in the home improvement industry, they're paying about 10 to 12% of revenue for direct consumer acquisition costs. For example, one of the lead gen companies is ServiceMagic, so they might be buying 10 and 12 leads off of ServiceMagic to get one close. In the solar industry, we talked to solar providers, they're buying 30 from CalFinder, ServiceMagic, and so on. So there's a huge room in this market for better qualified leads, and we're exploring how much they'll pay. What we have discovered is our customer acquisition costs have come in lower and lower, and then we beat our targets, so we feel very comfortable.
Why is that happening? Why are your customer acquisition costs coming in lower?
We learn from experience. We're out there doing things on the web and in groups.
So SEO, or what are you doing specifically? I mean, have you partnered with? Are you doing viral videos? How do you get people to your site?
Oh, very traditional online techniques, and then we've been out there in Silicon Valley with face-type events. More grassroots. But we're finding that the online works very well because remember, we're covering the entire nation, so it's very cost effective.
Okay.
So you've just been answering some questions about the online driving people to your site lead gen model. You also talked a bit about pushing out behavioral data relative to your utility bills, kind of like an O-Power model. So how do these two things fit together? And it sounds like you're really biased towards the former, not so much the latter.
So there's a continuum of energy savings, physically in the home and also in our business model. It's very easy to save energy by using your lights less. But why would we want to do it? How do we see that benefit? So we actually did a pilot program at Travis Air Force Base. The residents don't even pay their own bills. They don't own their own homes. And through behavior change alone, we were able to reduce energy by 18%. So taking those kind of learnings, we're treating that as part of our customer acquisition and momentum in building as we build our role as a trusted guide towards the lead gen.
Right, but one of the models you're going out doing SEO, SEM, traditional online techniques to find people. The other one, which is more the O-Power strategy, is to go to utilities. Like you had a bunch of logos up there with 40 million households or whatnot. That's a different type of rollout model. So are you?
Oh, I'm sorry if that was confusing. Those are automated utility bill download connections that we provide.
Okay,
so we actually don't need a partnership or relationship or sell to the utility.
Okay.
That turns out to be very attractive in the market.
So anyone, regardless of whether, if I'm in a utility zone that wasn't listed on your chart, I can come in and manually enter my bill. But if I work up on one of those, I can just log in as the same way I would on my utility website, and it'll trigger
Yeah.
my bill, basically.
Yeah, so we offer 3 ways to get your data into our system. The easiest, if you're not connected to one of those utilities, is to use one of our smart estimates, because we've done data analysis and pattern recognition. The mid-zone, which is entering it in yourself. Frankly, it's available, but it's a pain in the butt.
Right.
So we like to push everybody to the automated, because it helps people stay
But
current.
not everybody offers it, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
And maybe one more round of applause.